Okay, guys, it's such a nice day outside. It's such a beautiful, sunny day that I had to come back and do another video today. So I did one earlier today in the living room. I did the TikTok drill in the living room. And now I'm in my backyard, and it's such a nice day. And this past weekend was raining, and I'm so excited to be outside that I thought I would give you another drill, another simple drill to work on. This is one you can do in your backyard. You can also do this one in your house. And I'm going to tell a quick story too while I show you a quick drill. But this one's simple. Basically, you're just going to roll the ball back and forth across in front of you, and you're going to grab it with the bottom of your foot. So as it rolls across, you grab it and pull it back to the other side. So the one we did earlier today, you were in the living room or in a room in your house, and you had the ball between your feet, and you were going back and forth in the TikTok drill with the ball between your ankles, so to speak. And now you're going back and forth, and you're grabbing the ball with the outside of your foot, the bottom of your foot, grabbing it and pulling it back. And you can go fast like this, or you can go really slow, stop. You can go short ones like this, or you can go out further. So anyway, quick story. Thought we need encouragement right now. We need fun things and funny things to think about. So I want to tell you a really funny story that happened to me a few years ago when my kids were younger. I have two kids in high school, as I was telling you, but when they were both in, I think, middle school or maybe even elementary school, there was a time one day when I was going to take my son home from school, and we lived in the East Bay of the Bay Area, but the school was in the West Bay over in Palo Alto. And so before I picked up my son from school, I was getting ready to take him home and drive across the bridge, the Dumbarton Bridge, to get back to where we lived in Pleasanton. We took a walk on this path behind the school, and we saw a snake on the path. And it was about a 3-foot snake. Not a poisonous one, but snakes are scary anyway. But my son had this really cool idea. Hey, we should catch the snake. And being the adventurous dad that I am, I thought, oh, that would be cool. What a memory if we caught a snake. So I got a box. My office was nearby, so I got a box from my office and went out to the path and used a stick and basically was able to get the snake into the box and close the box. And then I put some tape on the box to keep it in the box while we drove it home to Pleasanton. Well, that didn't turn out to be a very good idea, because when we were driving across the bridge, and if you know most bridges that you drive across, there's not really anywhere to pull over. You can't really stop on the bridge, and that was definitely the case for this bridge that we were going across, the Dumbarton Bridge. So in the middle of driving across the bridge, I had the box on the passenger seat. My son was in the back and buckled in the back seat of the car, and lo and behold, as I'm driving across the bridge, the snake starts to climb out of the box that it was taped in. So, needless to say, I started freaking out, but I couldn't pull over because I was in the middle of the bridge. So, I'm driving with one hand, right? And as I'm driving with one hand, I'm holding the box closed, trying to keep the snake in the box, and it's working its way out little by little. And it was crazy. I got to the other side of the bridge. By that time, the snake was almost completely out of the box. Just a little bit of his tail was still in the box. So I pulled over and jumped out of the car and ran around and pulled the box out of the car and the snake out of the car. And you would think that I would leave it there. But no, I was determined. I got another stick. I got it back in the box. I taped it up better. And I was determined we were going to get this snake home. But I remember thinking as I was driving over the bridge, if this snake gets out of the box while I'm driving over the bridge and it slithers its way through the car and bites my son, Brandon, my wife will kill me. She will never let me down. She will never forgive me for this. But luckily, I got it back in the box. We got it all the way home without it getting out. And then I told my wife, guess what? I got a snake in a box outside. And she said, get rid of that snake. So we took it to a creek nearby the house, and we let it go. But definitely a funny story. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully you have some funny, memorable moments with your parents at different points in your life that this reminds you of. So have a great day and enjoy the drills.